Hi, this is January 31st, Tuesday, 2023. This is chunklet number 2. So this won't make much sense because it's the first one. But if we're going to try to do that D&D thing, what you're going to have to do, and it doesn't just have to be my subscriber, but it'll be a very small set of people because it has to be manageable. Because we're only getting 20 minutes to do this, so I have to, on a daily basis, I'm going to have to read what's provided and come up with the appropriate actions, do some work on my part. Anything where you have to roll, it's just completely up to you. I choose not to police it, just leave you to your own devices. If there are roles involved, you do the roles. If it's crucial to the story, at any point I'll do the roles for you. You understand what I'm saying. But the first part is I need character sheets. So build a character, assume that it's going to be a dungeon crawl. So make a character sheet first level, and outfit yourself for a dungeon crawl. I will try very hard to do it as a standalone and not an epic sweeping adventure that lasts years. I've tried hard to do that in the past. It's very difficult for me not to, but yes, I will try to make a standalone dungeon crawl just to test out how bad this format will be. So I don't need a full-blown character sheet in the comments. If you want to link to something, that's fine. But I need your stats, and I need your character fleshed out to some degree. I don't care what version. Like, we have to do a slimmed down version. I can't. In this format, it's not. I can't do the tabulated thing. Like you can absolutely do. Like, if you know the rules inside and out, you can absolutely use them to your advantage. But anything from D&D, the basic rules where you're using your THAC0 and stuff like that, to whatever you deem is appropriate. Just like I said, upload your stats, and you might as well throw in what your favorite flavor of RPG is. It doesn't necessarily have to be like you might be more into it's all D20 now, but Masquerade or Vampire the Masquerade or Spelljammer, whatever. But it can't be any more than, I think I might be able to handle 4 people in a 20-minute segment, maybe 5. I know at the most I'm going to get 1. So none of that theoretical mathematics matters, because there's very, very few viewers of the channel and even less subscribers. But anyway, if you want to give this a shot, upload at the bare minimum your stats, and we'll go from there. Stats and what you're wearing. I need your armor class. Blah blah blah. And if that works out, that'll always be segment 2. But since they're not connected, you won't have to search for it. I'll start naming them differently. I mean, today they'll just probably be segment 1, 2, and 3. But in the future, depending on what the segments start containing, they might get named differently. For the yawning. I seem to be doing that more and more too. I've noticed I'm yawning a lot in the afternoon drive as well. Wonder if if there's something wrong with me. As I said, every morning I wake up. Every morning I wake up. I don't, like, again this morning, I don't feel well. I don't feel as not well as I felt other mornings, but my stomach's in knots. Like I've got a stomach ache, but it's also like tight, like it's just knotted up, like it's cramping. I did make contact with my viewer, my subscriber. The fellow that I've been mentioning is under the weather. He's feeling better. He's so well, in fact, he's made it back to the gym. So glad to hear that. He made a couple of comments on my channel. Doesn't take a lot of energy to do that, but I'm glad he's back in the gym. He needs it, man. What a flabby bastard. No, I'm kidding. He's pretty fit. I like that old paradox. You see someone at the gym. You don't need to go to the gym. It's because he goes to the gym that he doesn't need to go to the gym. If he didn't go to the gym, he'd look like me. Although I'm starting to like my jowls. I realize I've been doing this for over a month now, and I haven't put a lot of content in here. Mostly my thoughts are about how to structure and rearrange it, but not actually working on the content. And what I'm sitting here quietly wondering to myself, realizing I should be saying it out loud because otherwise you're just staring at me drive, is even though I'm breaking this into 20-minute segments, I think if I'm wondering, should I am going to post them as 20-minute segments. That's a given. That's a given. And I'm wondering if I should also stitch them together and put them out as a single, like hour-long thing. Like, what is the advantage to that? Like, is there a niche group of people that are like just be annoyed? It's like every 20 minutes I gotta click on the next 20 minutes worth of dead air. I'd rather just have the whole hour of dead air compressed into one little triple chunklet. I don't know, but it would give me an opportunity to play with my my new favorite software, DaVinci Resolve. I've noticed that, and I don't know what the correlation is here, but I've noticed since I've been doing these videos, I have been less prolific on Facebook. And I wonder if it's just just screen time overload. Because clearly I'm doing this. I'm not using the phone right now. I'm just talking to myself, but it's I've got FaceTime with the phone. Then there's the uploading. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I don't know if they're related or not, or if I'm just kind of done with Facebook for a while. I'm still on it, like almost daily. I'll get that notification about my memories, and I'll like, it's here. Like, is there something radioactive under the ground? Like now that same thing is hitting me. Like, I got to turn the heat on. Like, I'm actually getting chilly. It's not the coffee, because I haven't tasted the coffee yet, but like, I'm actually nauseous, and it happens during the ride. Like, I start off pretty good. I don't feel great. Partway through the ride, I start to regret starting a trip where I'm just about halfway there, so it doesn't make sense to turn around. I'm sorry, where was I? I think that was it. I was actually just talking about being sick. I think I'd finished the other thought, putting the video together with DaVinci Resolve. Another reason why I don't want to call it sick is it's the last, various reasons, it's the last day of the month, and I haven't used any of my PTO yet, and I want to get through the whole month without using it too. It's the last day of the month, and I don't necessarily need to be on site, but I definitely have to work today. Just end of the month cleanup and helping with anything that needs to be done. Did the guy at Dunkin' Donuts seem unfriendly to you? Not unfriendly, but not friendly. I'm sure, just like every other day that started like this, I'll get to work, and about an hour in, I'll be fine. This is happening like every day. It's starting to concern me. Milk and orange juice. I also have milk and orange juice in my lunch bag. I was talking about what I brought to eat earlier, and not just milk. It's milk with Ovaltine in it. When I was younger, I really liked flying kites. I had quite an extensive collection of kites. My mother was into kites too. I had this really neat kite. It was a dragon. It was like one of those multi-kite kites, like a bunch of panels that made up the dragon. these handles, and you would unwrap the string, and you could make it dance. When I was very young in elementary school, I was what you called a latchkey kid. My parents would leave for work before I'd leave for school, so I would leave the house, lock it up, and I would come home before they would get home. So I spent a lot of time unsupervised, and one day when I was very young, sometime I was around, I want to say I was around 5 or 6, maybe 7, maybe 7 plus or minus 2 years. I had taken some yarn, and I had built this intricate web all over the parlor of the house, and linking it to the doorknob. So when my parents finally came home, they opened the door, like a bunch of stuff shifted as they pulled it, and they were not. I think it was my mother that came home first. She wasn't pleased. She was mad, but I think she also thought it was funny. But yeah, it was crazy. I made a web of the entire parlor. Must have spent hours doing it, just linking the yarn around every stick of furniture, back and forth, hither and yon. Sorry, thinking quietly to myself again. I still don't feel well. I don't even know what I'm thinking about. So this whole second segment's a bust. Just me bitching about not feeling well. All of a sudden, again. Maybe you're allergic to work. Still really hot. I don't think I can drink that yet. Well, there's no point in getting started with anything because we're coming up to the 20-minute mark. So I'm going to sign off. Have a wonderful day, and in a couple of seconds I'm going to start segment number 3.